this can come here. Anybody has any ideas? No guarantees that I will use them at all, so do not propose unless you have no problem with being ignored. But if you aren't worried about that, I would love to hear any ideas for what to sculpt next, because I haven't thought about it one bit. I am probably going to be using all epoxy. No, maybe just a tiny bit of glued cloth and such, because I need to be making some pieces that will travel very well, because I need a Gen Con supply. So kind of like air supply, but Gen Con supply. So he'll probably have thick legs too. This stuff out of my face. Don't need paint for a while. Normally I paint and sculpt in 2 different locations, but twitching makes me consolidate my workspace, because switching cameras, or moving cameras around, is a pain in the butt. Okay. Feels ignored and let down. Not sure what you're referring to. Alright, I'm going to wash these brushes. So I'll be back when the brushes are washed in a couple of minutes. Oh. Oh, that's a cool idea. Beetle thing. Touch a possum. That sounds cool too. Sounds complicated, and I want to keep it simple. Which is kind of how I'm thinking about beetle wings too. Beetle wings is a cool idea. I used to have a toy, like an action figure thing. It was a beetle from some Japanese anime or some Japanese cartoon style thing. That was really cool. And the covers would come off and the wings would come out from underneath. Probably still have it. It made a good monster for my Playmobil people. Turtle or a snapper. That's not like a beetle. I wonder if it could be a turtle with a split shell. I know, Doug, but see, the thing is, you aren't here right now, so I don't have to worry about the cane and the whip. And I'll live in the moment. So until you come and you start beating me, I'm not going to worry about it. Okay. These look like gloves that I've used before, which would mean that I should turn them inside out. I'd rather turn them back right side out. Boy, this protein bar tastes really gross. There's 3 flavors in this pack. This is by far the worst. Ugh. Chocolate Deluxe. Okie doke. Epoxy time. So Doug, why is the company ignoring my requisition for a epoxy mixing monkey? I need a little monkey to mix my epoxy for me. I keep telling the company I would be much more productive if I had a small primate of some sort to mix my epoxy. Maybe that's what my children were supposed to be. And I just misunderstood the purpose of fatherhood, which is appropriate on Father's Day. Oh, you mean these are my mixing monkeys? I thought they were not, because they're apes, not monkeys. Mixing ape. I know, like changing diapers. I need a nose scratching monkey too. Yeah, I'm afraid we pretty much really messed up on the use of our children. Oh, epoxy mixin'. Wonder if Air Supply has a song about mixing epoxy. Someone Google Air Supply's most popular song, and I wonder if I'll even recognize the title. Yeah, that would be a dedicated machine for mixing epoxy. I'd be into that, but I generally mix small enough amounts that it really, I don't know, I wonder what, like a pasta maker? That might work well, but you'd have to be lubricating it with water all the time. I think there's no substitute for human with latex gloves, which means the company really should get on it. Doug, hello. Okay, good enough. What am I doing? Wait, this is crazy. Where is my head? I just mixed epoxy without even doing an armature. I don't know. It's Father's Day. I can do whatever I like. But that's totally dumb. How did I be so dumb? How did I be so dumb? How did I lose all control of grammar? That's really funny. I made a crown. Jeez. Where is my mind? Way out in the water. See it swimming. Holy moly. What a silly man I am. It'll probably be fine. It'll probably be perfect by the time the armature's done. Yummy. Maybe it's the awful taste of this protein bar that's throwing me off. Where's my wire? I see some wire, but I'm missing a big coil. I know where it is. It's in my travel box. It's in my demo art box. That's where it is. Oh, Blands, I can't do Beetlejuice. You should know that. I can't do other people's property. Or I won't do other people's property. Closest thing to like other people's property I'll do is like skulls, zombies, you know, generic concepts. But I will never do Beetlejuice unless someone pays me a shitload of money to do Beetlejuice. God, that's a bad power bar. Yeah, I'm gonna have like workplace nightmares tonight. Doggone, it was a simple mistake. It will never happen again. I actually was fired from a job once. It was really quite beautiful. I was working as a sandwich maker at Togo's, and the manager was horrible. And she did stuff like there were so many, you know, I mean, I was a college student. But maybe I'll do like a satanic giant. That's what I'm going to do. Satanic giant. Big, thick, satanic giant. What kind of arms? Is he going to have teeny tiny T-Rex arms? I think he might have teeny tiny T-Rex arms. Satanic giant. And of course the piece is small, but since these legs are so far apart, kind of, you know, makes me want to go thick, which makes me think giant. I want big thick legs anyway. It makes me think giant. So satanic giant is the order of the day. I think. Anyway, I'm actually kind of in like satanic mind mode because I've been asked to participate in this show at the Hyena Gallery called None Blacker, I think. It's like a black metal themed show without referencing any actual bands. So this was not for that show, but it's got my mind in that space, certainly. Anyway, so so this Togo's job, that I got fired from, what happened was this manager was horrible. She was absolutely horrible. She did things like kids. We were all kids working there. Kids would come in to work, and like once I remember, this guy came in for work, and there was no business. It was super slow, and she said, "Okay, just hang out for an hour, and if it gets busy, then clock in, and if it doesn't, go home," which is just insanely illegal. And this dude just said, "Okay," and I told her, I said, that is just so wrong what you just told him to do. And so we had a pretty antagonistic relationship, and so like I had quit because I was going back to school, but I'd given 2 weeks notice, and so she did some really horrible dumbass manager thing to do, and I told her, that's wrong what you're doing. It's it's illegal or whatever. And then like later that day, she called me into her office, and I had literally one more day to work. The following day was my last day of work, and she said, "You don't need to come back tomorrow." Which was awesome, because then she like handed me this envelope with all of the pay, that I was due, including the current day's work, and it was the best bike ride home ever. It was like, "Da-da-da-da-da. I don't have to go to work tomorrow to work for that horrible person." Yeah. So Doug, if you fire me, it just might be like the happiest day of my year. That was a horrible person. Oh man, she was bad. Bad. She's probably a wonderful person now. She's probably all grown up. Grown into a nice person. Every armature is messed up in its own unique way. This is messed up in its own unique, never before seen way. This is 12 gauge galvanized steel wire from the hardware store. Which is generally thick enough for plenty thick enough for a small piece. I'm not really worried about how wonky that spine is, because I'm going to be putting a bunch of aluminum foil on there. Every armature is special in its own way. Too true, Doug. I am owned. I'm not sure I care about my soul, though. It's maybe easier these days to not have one. Right, T-Rex arms. I don't need armature for the hands necessarily, or the arms even. I just freehand it, just like maybe. I think that's what I'm going to do. I better hurry up though, because that clay is not, or that epoxy is not going to last forever. That sounded like my boss. Better hurry up! That epoxy's not going to last forever. I'll bet that's what Doug was just typing. Myself in the ear with some tweezers. That's an odd experience. You still there, Mama? Is your toe feeling any better? Ginseng Mama and the swollen toe. I saw that DeWalt makes a heat gun or a glue gun. I thought, wow, I wonder how good that is. I could use a pro tool gun, glue gun. It doesn't drip everywhere. Heats up in seconds. That'd be cool. Oh, kind of strange today, aren't I? I think it's the heat. Yeah, that'd be awesome, wouldn't it? So were you walking outside? Barefoot walking outside? Oh, you have those like Birkenstock things. Is that what you were wearing, those or something? There's my glue. Yeah, it's kind of funny that they can like recognize that you have something to do with the removal of that horse blanket, you know? They're pretty smart. Smart jerks. I'm thinking, you know, I kind of want it to be that shape right there. It's going too tall. Let's see. See what it looks like if we take it all the way up. Too big a piece. Aluminum foil is amazing, amazing stuff. It's crazy, crazy cool material. Just like a brick of a thing. I think it probably is. Well, it says Reynolds wrap, so it's brand name, but Costco has all sorts of Reynolds or all sorts of brand names, so probably is Costco. Oops. Actually, you know, if I go this small route, that looks really appropriate for beetle wings, actually. All right, let's try that. Which means I don't need that whole top portion. No need. I could bend it over. I don't think I'm going to reuse that wire, so I might as well bend it over. So, let's see here. And I don't need any armature for arms because he's going to be... Well, now if he's Beetle guy, maybe he's going to have a ton of little T-Rex arms. Talk about a unique armature. Epoxy's ticking away and I'm just messing around with this dumb armature. Looks like kind of a dolly thing going on now. I want to get this secure so they aren't going to bounce around at all. Get in there and get secure. Maybe I'll wrap it around the bottom here like that. That'll work. There. Go. Okay. All right. I don't know if I've ever gotten blood blisters from working with wire. Regarding why must it always be he? Because I'm always making a piece of me, maybe. And I identify as a he. That's not a serious answer. But I don't think it was a serious question. There are some people who often ask me at one specific con, every time they come, they say, why are there not more females on your table? Like the monsters I do, they could be male or female. Like the beetle thing here I'm going to do, like, for crying out loud, it's not like it's going to have it's not like it's going to be identifiable as either one. Okay. Wow, is that all I need to do? What do beetle feet look like? just squirting glue for the fun of it now. Man, it gets hot. Yeah, it's like you know, they ask, but then like, you know, it's only a handful that's obviously unequivocally male, and then I have a smaller handful that's obviously female. So yeah, whatever. I make what I make. Probably not even wise what I just did there. I put glue on this one sheet and put it up like to sort of encase it all, but it creates a smoother surface, and so it's going to be not as nice for the epoxy to grip onto. So it's probably just not even smart to do that. Takes time, wastes resources. Time is a resource. Wastes multiple resources. Why do it? No one ever posted Air Supply's most popular song. Two prongs pointing forward and a single pad at the heel. Alright, that sounds cool. I wonder then if the feet should be cantilevered farther forward, like this, and then bent back so the heels can kind of stick out a little bit. Stick out and back. All right. And I think, okay, I'm going to, oh man, I've got a lot of clay here. It's going to be stumpy legs. After all, I want this thing to be very shippable. Very shippable. All out of love, I'm so lost without you. Yeah, don't know it. Although I kind of feel like it's almost in the back of my head. Thanks for the research, Doug. I appreciate it. Okay. Big, thick beetle legs. Gonna have too much clay. Although maybe, see, I was thinking there's so much surface area here. I was thinking that I would do the do it with cloth. But now, since I have all this clay mix, maybe I'll do kind of like armored carapace kind of thing. Maybe that's what I'll do. Yeah, that'll be fun. I did a semi-exoskeleton thing at the con last weekend, so it'll be a little bit of a repeat. but that's okay. I hear it now. I hear it. I do hear it now. Oh my God. I know you all are dying for me to sing it, but I'm just going to sing it to myself. It's going to keep me company while I sculpt. Torture me. I'm going to sculpt the most tortured creature on the planet. Yeah, I totally hear it now. Okay, I do not want to make these too skinny. Not too skinny, but I want to create some sense of anatomy here just by pushing this around. That's a better job on this side. So I might like retry on this side because I got a better effect. And sometimes like you want to go with what you get right off the bat rather than like mutzing with it and trying to get it to look right after like the natural stuff has happened. See there, that's better. Okay. This is Beetle mania. That's what I'm experiencing right now. Yeah, well, there's I Dug a Pygmy by Charles F. Phase 1, in which Dorothy gets her off. But it's dig, not dug. There's also I Dig a Pony, which is one of my favorite songs on the whole planet. Anybody who is not familiar with I Dig a Pony is missing out. Go check it out. Let's see. What am I going to do with this top area? This top area, I'm going to have it like sticking out. Almost like your humerus in reverse, I think. So that's bizarre. Is that what I'm going to do? That's just weird. Better, yeah. That's weird. I don't know how I feel about that. decide about later. Yeah, exit, exit. That's better. Just like that. That's better. Fact. What if there's like more of that ripped look down here? Shaken up to be a supremo weirdo. Okay, so that's the footpad there. Need some water. Sorry, boss, I forgot the water. Tools. What did I do? I hit some button on the camera by accident. Lord only knows what I did. Did I move it? I bumped it. Huh, I changed the position a little bit. Where are the damn tools? Must be in here. What I'm looking for. There it is. Just making some exoskeleton receptors here. And I have very little clue what I'm doing. Yeah, you are running a very shrewd business, I gotta say. Um, Sadly, probably closer to the truth in many cases than we would like to believe. Sad but true, I'm afraid. I can see about this. Shove this one in there. That's weird looking. Oh, it should be a little spikier. Okay. This one, big old freakosaurus. Weirdo. Foot's not cooperating. This toe thing. should have been. Alright, I kind of feel like there should be kind of a spiky thing back here too. Maybe it's just a ridge like that. Second thoughts about those rips there. This is a big question. Do I want the edges of like the interlocking plates to have a ripped edge? I think that'd be cooler. Some ways easier, in some ways more challenging. Start out getting a layer of this stuff under here. Just do a layer of abdomen plates here. With the ripped edges. Hopefully that will read okay. I think it will. My last piece of epoxy, unless there's a piece laying around that I'm unaware of. So I think I'm gonna, actually I'm not sure what I'm gonna do over here now. Are they gonna, maybe that meshes together okay as is. I don't know. Maybe this should be like digging in to a socket here. There should be one more layer underneath there. Oh, Ivan, you're awesome. Thanks so much. I think I'm feeling that Fukushima effect right now. I don't think they need to import it from Fukushima though. I think there's probably plenty of sites right there in China with preservatives. You know, already built right in. I think either that or they're made domestically from, you know, flint or something like that. Let's see what's going on down here. Maybe he should have something dangerous hanging in his crotch. Because, you know, after all, I've been saying he. So what's more dangerous than something hanging down in your crotch area? That's kind of funny looking. Kind of like it. It's a little flimsy though, and this needs to be made to ship, because this is headed to Gen Con. Needs to be able to ship. I feel myself rushing. I feel myself needing more than just that crappy Fukushima power bar. So I think what I'm going to do is just nail this piece right here and call it quits for the day. Oh, just in time for the phone. So there's a start on a new freak. Anonymous is calling. Have they hacked my computer? Joy of joys. Personal call from Anonymous. Okay. I think that's a good quitting point. Yeah, it was kind of like a fig leaf. Alright, thanks everyone for watching. I hope you guys have a great rest of your Sunday. And I'll see you soon. Maybe I'll be on here tomorrow finishing up the sculpt of this guy. Ooh, I have to remember to leave a place for his... I guess he's going to have 4 T-Rex arms now. And a beetle. I'll try to remember to look at some pictures of beetle wings. So, okie doke. Have a great night, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Adios.